Why, hello everybody, and welcome to the Johncast, featuring John, Orion, and Gibby. How are you doing? How are you feeling? And where in the world is Eric?
Where
Who
in the
knows?
world
Where
is...
in the world is Eric San Diego?
Yes.
Yep. He's in no internet land?
He's in Florida.
Florida.
Oh.
Damn.
Damn.
Dissing Florida right off the bat.
With kind of the hill. That's where he is.
Jesus Christ.
He's nearby. Kind of.
Out
He's
of all
in
the
our hearts.
states in America, let's be real, guys. Florida is the worst.
I don't know. New York is pretty up there.
Alright.
Yeah,
I
but some of New
stared
York
at
is
the
pretty
camera
at
long
least.
Where are my Florida haters at? In the chat.
I mean, I do dislike Florida, but I dislike New York more because I live there.
Oh, a self-hating New Yorker.
I think that's legally the only persons that can hate New York, right?
And everyone else loves New York because they haven't been to it.
True.
I only know it from Home Alone 2.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's exactly what I was about to say. People love New York because they see Home Alone and they're like, "This place is great."
What?
I only know
Have
it
you ever
from
been
the
to Mexico,
song
New York?
by the
Pretty nice.
Lonely
New
Island
York.
called
It's a
I
wonderful
Love New
place.
York. I think anybody who loves New York just does not live there regularly.
This is true. Or they work on Wall Street.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
And they barely live in New York.
They live in their own demi-plane in a loft somewhere. Alright, guys. Let's stop hating the rich and start eating them. Who wants to give the recap?
I think one of our Johns should, since this is the John cast.
Yeah, John. Give
Alright,
us
yeah.
Give us the
Let me
give us the
see.
thing.
What the fuck did we do? Man, we
Damn. He already forgot.
Well, finished
I'll
the
give you a-
performance. I gave that banging speech. Absolutely grade A. Best speech this campaign. I think only speech this campaign. So
True.
Has to be the best.
we didn't get killed by Jerome. In fact, Orion, I think, sold at least some of his soul to Jerome. So
Mhm.
we'll deal with that.
Orion or
this
Meager?
guy, you're right. Meager, not Orion. He came out
Orion.
of the camera. Sold his soul to Jerome. This guy, Greg, just bulled up out of nowhere. Didn't give a fuck about the Guardian bird. Killed it. Saw some fire that burned everyone. Didn't care. He just wanted that scroll. Too bad. We got it. We're out of there. Safe and sound. Let's see. What did we do at Tolst? Nothing really. I decided I wanted to sue Ozark. Gibby. Not Gibby. God damn it. Runt and Miga had a little heart-to-heart about Miga selling his soul to Jerome,
Yeah.
and that he would kill him. He will stab him in the back and kill him in his sleep.
Damn.
Actually, it was the opposite. That I specifically wasn't going to do that. That Meager was actually one of the few people that I would not be stabbing in the back and slitting his throat at night.
Well,
Yeah, he'd just stab him in the chest in broad daylight.
Exactly. If I was gonna do it, it would be to his face, so he could watch.
that's what the conversation was about. He's like, hey, I'm gonna stab you, because of this whole Jerome thing.
True. And then you guys made it home to find out what?
Tristan Darter stole his niece,
Yep.
Relative somehow.
who's also the bodyguard to the tyrant,
It's
who's
true.
been super omega pissed about that and has gone on like a full-scale invasion of his region of the continent to try and find Tristan.
Yep.
You know, if you have a military, why wouldn't you use it for personal
Or-
family matters, you know?
It's not like there's a war happening or anything.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it for the recap. I have put you guys down on returning on the 30th of July which means it is probably the 1st of August at this point, when we resume our game. The first thing we need to do is settle up our level ups, and then probably start walking characters to stage left, as it were, or stage right. So, Yugu. Let's start with Yugu.
Yeah,
Get
well,
it?
like John said, I got a pretty good freebie for the level up. I talk to the Eulatheans, I learn how to play
Yes.
this thing. I took the virtual caster feat, so I think during this time, it's like, I'm back at home, back in
shit.
Moolah, I go to band class, I have so much fun, I go home and study my book, learning how to virtually cast. Gee, I'm having a great time.
I see. Yes, you may add a new proficiency to your character sheet. For right now, just call it the Ulathaean instrument, or the UI for short.
Sure, I like that.
The UI experience.
Yes. Welcome to the user interface. Master Chief, look left! Look up!
Master Chief, mind telling
Give
me what you're
Iowa.
doing with an Ulathaean relic? Sir, finishing the song.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wait.
This is a banjo.
You just fucking get yeeted into space.
No, it has to be remember, it's the Jurassic Park song, remember?
Oh, true.
Ding, ding, ding,
wait.
ding, ding,
We
There you
sang
go.
that. Oh yeah, to the instrument, that's right.
We're saying it at the instrument. We
At
just
the
stood there this
instrument.
little.
No one took it. Doo-doo-doo. Did it like it? God?
Yugu, this is a very strange instrument. More so for the fact that it is not supposed to just be played with hands, fingers, and a little bow. You have to actually use arcane cantrips within it to get the correct sound. What cantrips do you have? Have you learned any new ones? I don't know
didn't know.
Bard's level up.
I have Vicious Mockery, Light, and Prestidigitation.
Then Prestidigitation's all you need. Okay. As long as you're just channeling through that beautiful magical essence at all times while singing and playing, you will be able to play this instrument. It can also act as a bardic focus, but we're not going to worry about that. You already have one of those.
I have a cooler one,
It's
clearly.
true. That was your level up. Now we gotta talk about Meeker and Runt, who are our 2nd and 3rd, 8th level characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go first?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. I was thinking about it. Runt, having faced a kind of moral dilemma and a bit of a identity crisis during his not really face off with Jerome, and kind of coming to the conclusion that it more or less of it's not like the clear like there are good guys and there are bad guys, but more of like even the bad guys can do good and even the good guys can do bad, and Jerome is starting to be less of the bad guys who do bad stuff and more of like he isn't just a villain. He's starting to seem more like, I wouldn't even go so far as to say a person, but he's clearly more complex than just bad guy. And this creature, Jerome, is entirely what he's based. Like the reason he went to the reason he went to the Prince of Maelstrom originally, before he even came to Tulst and became part of the task force, was because of Jerome. So without that, his effective entire identity leading up to his recruitment to Tulst hinges on his hatred of Jerome. And now that that's starting to have some odd developments to it, he's gonna go to the various libraries and places within the Tyrant's court and spend time kind of just reading and learning about history and trying to see what he can discover about what he has already learned, kind of fill in the gaps in his knowledge about Hephaestus, the Foul Ones, the war against the enemy, anything that he can find, which would also include the other factions like the Alventori, the original Blazing Star, things like that, because he wants to be like, okay, there obviously is way more to this. This is like a long-standing thing,
Yeah.
and if I'm gonna like formulate and keep my conviction, I need to have all of the facts as best as I can get them. So if something like if a bombshell gets dropped on me, it's not gonna shatter my confidence or my belief system in the middle of battle. So I think that's what he's gonna be primarily spending most of his time doing.
Okay. And just to be certain, you are leveling up to 8 rogue, or are you multi-classing now?
I actually don't have stats good enough to multi-class.
Oh shit.
Unless it's in fighter, which I'm not doing.
Damn.
So it is going to be 8 rogue, and I hope it's okay because it doesn't really fit the narrative, but I am going to be putting the extra 2 into dex.
No, it's fine.
So
You've been literally dodging all sorts of shit this entire time. It makes perfect sense to put into dex. Okay. You hit the books, try to understand the narrative of this world, because there's a lot going on in it, Runt. And eventually you're going to find out that Ozark, although he is a great wizard, and has many books that he himself has written in his own downtime and immortality, there's just not enough. This is gonna lead to, like, a quest for further knowledge. But first, we must go to Meager, as the week begins to round out. Mr. Meager!
Yeah. Meeker is shocked. Both by the consequences of his actions and the potential of him being now a sleeper agent, and a combination of that with just the outburst that he experienced by Runt kind of shook him. Having that said, he did have a positive outlook on it. In terms of he could actually get stronger or better before he joins back. Like, try to find this connection with Jerome or find more about it, as unlike most that do study the workings of other teammates and other teams out there, Meager hasn't been as concentrated as his focus was on discovery and on the task that he was given. Deciding to make his spellbook once again, knowing that that was a pure detriment, and just the fact of him being now a kind of a maybe crutch that might break on the team, decides to leave it at for now and join the reservist. For spells, luckily, him crying at night caused him to have a epiphany about
His
how
eyeballs
sight
and
works.
how water works?
No, he had a single tear fall on his hand. He looked up on it, light refracting out of it, and he had a epiphany on how water reflects light and how both sight and water interact with each other, leading to his new knowledge of the spell Water Sphere and Arcane Eye, which kind of connects the two divination spells, as well as water and the eye is concerned, reflecting light.
I getcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be a little stretch, but Meager is trying to deal with the consequences of his own actions, and doesn't think that he is able to join the game or join the Discovery team at the moment.
Damn. Bowing out, as it were. Not even getting a reshuffle. You decide to be a reservist once more, where you can be watched, where you can spend some time to rebuild your spell book. Because that is important for wizards. Who would ever deny such a thing? That'd be insane unless you're that one guy, Antois, who literally tattoos himself with his spells. And then you heard that he removes spells from his spell book. And like, Meager, you're like, fuck that!
Yeah.
Literally ripping and carving off your own flesh. Ugh.
Heard that scar tissue is not as easy to tattoo as the rest, so it's like a whole new issue.
Okay. I guess we'll just have to wait for Nav to tell us what he does. But we'll worry about that when we get there.
We can rewind time to the good old days.
True.
When Miga was still here.
Yeah.
When Meager's mom was the biggest quest we had.
Oh, also because of his epiphany, he gained 2 levels or 2 score in intelligence.
I was gonna say 2 levels. God damn, Meager.
Yeah.
More
No.
awareness of who he is and how he can be better. Meager graciously bows out of the team, leaving but Runt, Nav, and Yugu to decide their immediate actions. But I think Runt.
Yeah, Runt will hear about how Meager leaves, and he'll kind of gather Yugu and Nav, and he'll just kind of sigh when they're all together, and he'll just say, well, you know, a lot's happened in a very short amount of time. And I know you and I didn't get to know each other very well, looking at Yugu. And then he looks over at Nav.
You, John. You bitch motherfucker.
Preemptive.
And he says, but we have been through a lot. Perhaps a bit too much for me.
Oh, is this not regular? When I first met you guys, you said your friend had just died. We're going to go attack rat people. You took me into that hell tower. I think this is pretty normal.
It is normal for us. But just because it's normal, that doesn't make it any more bearable. I've been here since the very beginning of our little group, and I think I've had all that I can stomach for now. Don't get me wrong, I'm not disappearing forever. I have unfinished business, but I don't think I'm going to be going along for the ride for quite some time.
Are you going to Maelstrom?
He shrugs. Maybe. They might send me there as a delegate of Tolst. Or I might stick around here and they might send a delegate here. We didn't exactly do a particularly good job, so my hopes aren't high. Especially now with the tyrant going on a tirade.
Actually been kind of silent. None of you have seen or heard from the guy who orders and deploys you this entire week. Some people come into the court and be like, where's the tyrant? And then you guys are like, there's a horse downstairs who's just weeping.
And just kind of shrugs, being like, yeah, with our boss gone, I mean, obviously he has people, a diplomacy team, if you will, to kind of keep things together in his stead, obviously. But without any official instructions, But I digress. My point is my plans aren't finalized. I'm not sure what I'll be doing or where I'll be going, but I'll be part of the reservists for now.
Well, I
That
do
reminds
have
me.
a letter prepared I want to give to Run. If you do ever go back and see the prince, could you give this to him for me?
He will pull something. He'll actually bend over, like do a little squat, and take off one of his shoes, and he's gonna like turn it upside down and like jingle it out. You'll hear a metallic sound hit the floor as you see a key come out, and he'll bend down and pick it up, and hand it over to Yugu as he takes the letter and say, "Here, I don't think I really need this as much as you guys might." And he's gonna give Yugu the skeleton key.
Thanks.
Delegate key acquired.
After all, I'm a bit of a thief.
Definitely have better fingers than I do.
Here's what it does, by the way. So you can put that on your character sheet.
Yeah, please add a skeleton key to your character sheet. And Runt, I need you to tell me all the magical items. And Orion, I don't think you have any, right? On Meager?
Nope.
I thought not. Runt, why don't you go ahead and tell me all of your magical items real quick?
I have, I'm going to count it because it's funny, the Greaves of Magnetism. I have the Stealth Suit, which was my Tyrant's gift.
You can keep that.
I have the +2 short bow, Irash's gift. I have the Tome of Graceful Maneuverability, and I have the Ioun Stone, as well as a couple of healing potions. I also have one +2 arrow.
My gosh.
So you are not allowed to keep the short bow, the tome, the greaves. They don't care about your armor. They don't even care about the arrow. All of your gold goes back to the party. So add that to the party sheet. Meager, I know you don't have any gold anyway, so don't worry about it.
I was planning, the only thing I wanted to give to the party specifically was the key. Everything else I was planning on putting in the bank, as it were, and then anyone, if our guys don't take it, someone else can use it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just adding everything. The Ioun Stone is the surprise one, right?
Yes. The one that you cannot be surprised.
Okay. And what's its name again?
It is the Awareness Ioun Stone, but I call it Kevin.
Kevin, thank you.
Kevin.
And the short bow, how do you spell? Just copy paste it to me real quick.
Okay.
Name. I don't want to go through my fucking infinite amount of folders and give Rumble Roar satisfaction.
How many?
Because he will be satisfied.
Yeah, he will. Basically, it gets like a charge system for hunter's marks.
Yeah, I think it's equal to your proficiency or something like that. Or at the very least, it was once. At least once, you can use Hunter's Mark for free. You still have concentration, but...
Yeah. That's normally how spells work. Okay, cool. I just want the name. The Gift of Urethil. Perfect.
And John, could I send you my letter to the prince?
Yes, go ahead. Do you want to read it out? Or do you just want to copy paste it to me? Which would be
I'm going to copy paste it to you. Basically, it's just like, yo, we dipped, our bad, but can you, like, save my family? Because I think you're the closest, you know?
Your family is nowhere near down there, brother.
Yeah, but, like, who else? The City of Blinding Lights, toast. Destry hates us, I think.
Well, we can't... never mind.
Okay.
Sanctuary isn't going out there.
I'm just going to delete everything.
Cool.
Also, Yugu has 2 more healing potions, regular healing potions. I'll give you those.
We'll mark that down. And does the skeleton key weigh anything?
No, it's negligible. I'm just deleting everything off my sheet.
Sure.
Meager have any healing potions? Probably not.
No.
I will keep the Greaves of Magnetism. Lamau.
No, you won't.
Oh.
Can I
Count 'em
give
out.
the magic mushrooms into the party sheet?
You say
Yeah,
what
man.
now?
You sure can.
Yeah, man.
And then
Yeah.
the Lamau boots.
Now to just do a quick audit of what you guys currently have upon you. So in the party sheet, you have 2,650 gold pieces, 10 rations, 2 daggers, 4 silver, 4 platinum. What are these? What
are... Oh, hang on. Let me
Cash?
open up party.
You have objectives in your features and traits? No one... Oh my god, this is great. What's in bio? Nothing? Okay, well. I'm gonna let you guys keep editing it. I'm assuming that's all of Runt's money that you just put in?
I haven't put in anything yet.
Okay.
Unless someone just edited it now.
Nope.
Okay, then I will transfer it. Assumedly, everything, I think we established this last time, everything that's in the party sheet is literally in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
So we can take it out when we need it, when we're in Tolst.
Perfect.
Because we're not carrying it around.
Gunther also has to go. Not that anyone truly noticed him leave. He has 2 diamonds on him. What are these diamonds?
Probably
For
for
Revivify.
Revivify.
Yeah, I don't know how he had that much currency though.
Did you
honestly.
guys pay out for that?
Oh, I think we did.
Maybe? I honestly can't remember, but I want to say
Yeah.
I want to say no.
I think we did.
Maybe he converted gems we had into diamonds. That might have happened.
Do you guys have
There's also-
gems?
I remember at some point, Brood had given us gems.
Oh, that's right. He gave us. I thought he gave us diamonds.
Maybe not diamonds, but gems. And John, being prepared, I guess, might have turned those into diamonds, right?
I don't know.
No.
I didn't even
I
know
also
he
don't
had them.
remember.
I
We're gonna
could
say
not-
that those never existed.
Fair.
Not like you guys can use them for anything anyway. Might as well just keep that to himself and walk away. Getting redeployed as a much-needed cleric and healer, and also away from the Sun people who want to kill him now. Okay. Well then, Yugu!
And then there was one.
Welcome to the John cast, Yugu!
It is me, the
Uh,
leftover. The
seeing
leader
as
of the
your
group,
team-
some might say.
Is taking a sabbatical for the most part. Nobody's really, like, too ready to rush you guys into the next, like, foray, because that's like sending a bard against the world, right?
Of Nav, my metal knight, stand in front of me.
I wish. But I have some plot hooks that you, the players, will want to know about anyway. As well as some news and information. So did we go over what happened with the Golden Tower delegation?
Didn't they have an argument with the tyrant before?
Perfect. We already went over it.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes.
Could you
That was it.
for the other people, of course, not for me, certainly.
Yeah.
Fiddles was involved, no?
Yes.
Piddle's Wet Spot and a woman known as Dr. Mom, apparently the
hottest wizard.
the hottest
18
wizard
hotness.
known to man, naturally no less. Before makeup and transmutations and glimmers and glamours. Just natural hotness. Has rejoined the team, as it were. Or rejoined the war effort on the side of Tolst. Over these past 7 days, they, being the Dr. Mom and Piddle's Wet Spot, have been working to get, like, sanctuary, asylum, underneath Ozark because they have been shown the light, as it were, to Ashley. Right now they're acting as anti-propaganda people to try to de-radicalize other wizards from joining Ashley, who seems to be a master in gaslighting. Because she can just teleport books into bookstores and basically anywhere. So, you know, it's just kind of weird thing right now. So that's what happened there. Hugo, did you ever go with Sat or go to see Saf Jewel, or was that a different person?
No.
Wasn't
Not
that-
involved.
I don't know. I have no idea.
That
who
was
is.
Nav, Kunther, or not
Oh,
Kunther,
it was
Kushim.
Nav.
Machine.
Was it Meeker who went? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, then it doesn't matter since none of the three characters are there. You hear one of these like mythical whispered hunters comes into like a Gucci drippy guy.
Fallen out of control.
Yeah, like out of control, wearing legendary items, just stopped by in Tulst, and then like left within a week. So you know, there's that. Currently, the court itself is being run, mostly by a woman called Lady Griselia, which I believe Runt knew,
Yes.
quite well, as a runaway Maelstrom noble turned huntress. She's kind of like organizing everything in lieu of the tyrant himself. What else am I forgetting? Yes. The City of Blinding Lights, you will hear on the 2nd of August, has completely fallen apart. Has been looted clean, the prince is left, as well as the Foul Ones. Only a little cult group remains of the Blazing Star to wrap things up. Effectively, the City of Blinding Lights is destroyed.
Dang.
This is a massive shock throughout the world. For those of you who don't know, the City of Blinding Lights has been, or is thought to be, as old as Maelstrom itself, which is the eldest of all the city-states. It was a place of learning, of open debate. It was a Renaissance fair, peaceful, agrarian society that showed people that, like, the faith can keep going, even in the most secularist of age. And now it is a husk. A corpse. This is culturally more significant than Cantalar blowing up. Yeah. Many of its people are in Sanctuary, or the Forge of Alvin. And it just kind of seeps into everybody's consciousness of like, okay, we're actually at war. Moving on. On the 7th, a class action lawsuit of a task force versus Ozark. All letters are finished being distributed. Over this past week, Yugu, while you are famping about with the Ulathans and Arvo, many responses have been coming into your mailbox. Ozark seems like a plight, a terror, and even some of the more active task force are getting in on, like, wanting to see, like, how can they help? Yeah. Like, one person says he's willing to testify. Like, on a stand.
Well, I wonder who that is.
You hear he has 4 legs. That's all.
Gonna need a large stand.
Wonderful.
Well, oh jeez. I need more time. John to John. I need more time to prepare things, get knowledge done.
Yeah.
I guess I'll collect all of my letters. Like, oh my god,
You need to go
look at all
find
this.
some lawyers, dude. That's what you need to do.
Well, I am the lawyer, John.
You're not a lawyer. You're an
Lawyers and
out-
lawyers are the same thing.
You've got
We
like
didn't-
3,000 gold in the bank. Fucking use it to sue Ozark.
You need,
Get that-
you
get
need
the
a
flower
bar
crown back.
license. You need to pass the Tulsa bar exam, okay?
Get our fucking flower crown back, bro.
True.
No, this is what I want. All the magical items Ozark has been siphoning from us the whole campaign. I
You
want them
know,
back,
you're not the
John.
only one who's been bringing up that criticism, too.
Yeah,
However, Ozark simulacrums, maybe you have a snitch amongst your midst, but, like, he's not being secretly sued here. Ozark knows he's being sued by someone, or people are plotting against him, and he's trying to find out the mole, Yugu. So you better, you're on thin ice, bud. You haven't been found out yet, but that'll undoubtedly make you,
Wait,
target
the guy who can
numero
write
uno.
secret letters to everyone? I guess they don't know about
Isn't
the
it like
club.
a DC 25
He
intelligence?
can't
check?
read the
it's
letters.
30.
No,
Oh,
he,
yeah,
he just
no, it's
straight up
30.
can't. Okay.
he cannot read the letters at all. But people can tell him what the letters are, like, written on.
Ah,
Oh, true.
you snitches, get snitches.
It's true. You have a snitch amongst your midst.
There's a imposter among us.
Yeah, traitor. Yeah, it's among us. Knife in hand, Yugu. You go out on the hunt for
Fencing around.
a sussy baka, as it were. Oh shit, Rumble already put that in chat too. Okay.
So, is there someone ready to dab on the corpse of Yugu?
I'm
Not
sure
gonna
there are.
die. No way.
He's not gonna
No.
get murdered while the tyrant's absent, right? Okay. So that was news. Now we move on to the quests that we need to be thinking about. And what Yugu, as current squad leader, since Nav is indisposed at the moment, you have, like, ultimate authority right now, since you are your own squad.
Army of One starts playing.
Yeah. So the first thing on our objective list, general objective list, is Mephelio and the Greater Chemical. Greater
we have-
Chemical,
Okay.
Ultra Potion Master, better than Meager's mom, supposedly, has a demand to either distract Mephelio so he can move over to Tull safely, or to get rid of him from the mortal world. Mephelio is said to be like a greater demon of some kind, masquerading as a regular human in the Forge of Alvin. No one's made contact with him. There are talks about getting a alternative as like a distraction of finding out like who his like natural enemy is, who is also in the world, but no one has any clue on where they are at the moment. All you really know is that there's some Fae bullshit around that. Next up on our to-do list is the Song of Erethil, which is currently... Arvo is not willing to do this without the Tyrant being present. So this is kind of like a
Fix the
lock thing.
tyrant.
Yeah. So until that, whatever is keeping him away is resolved. Which supposedly the political team is like helming the mission of, so good luck to those people in the Saturday group. This quest line cannot move forward. Next up... Who would tell you about these two? I think, like, on the 8th or the 9th, like, starting of the next week, Runt, you do get taken back to Maelstrom as part of a trade of skills. Prince is still, you know, going after Jerome because he has like a key to the city, as it were.
Yeah.
And, you know, you said you'd provide services. You are his agent before the Tyrant of Souls.
True.
But he's not just taking you away without giving anything up in return. A long time ago, almost a year ago at this point, there was a couple of people who got teleported into Maelstrom's border region in an unknown shelf outside of it. To the northwest, I believe. John doesn't have his map pulled up. Let's go pull up the map. that person was teleported around Mia and just kind of wandered through the woods for a while. What teleported him all the way apparently from Alcazan was an item. Let's get rid of this. Yes. This item that he found, I'm trying to remember this guy's name. I know his real life name, but I don't know his character name. Hang on. Zane.
Problems.
Zane is another diviner wizard who worked for Maelstrom, or who still does, technically. I believe Runt knows him.
Oh, yeah, Draco's character.
Draco,
know him.
yes.
What a throwback.
It
Yeah,
is a
go
massive
back to
throwback.
Third fucking session ever. It was a co-op session
Mm-hmm.
for their one-off.
Zane was teleported by a item that was kept in research, experimented on, toyed with by the court wizard there, who did not have access to legend lore, apparently. It is only through avid research that he was able to determine, after all of this time, and then the raid of the City of Blinding Lights, that this weapon, for it is part of a weapon, is one half of the legendary item known as the Scepter of Tyr. If you guys are taking notes, now is the time to open those bad boys up and get to tap-tapping away.
I'm gonna put this
just to
on
make
run
sure
script
it's
sheet.
Tia, like
Is it
Yeah.
Tier as in
TYR.
TYR? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes. Yeah, apparently this court wizard went along with the prince and his little harem, entered the ruins with the Ulatheans, caused a bunch of hell, and just raided their library. Then, this past week, he finally found the answers he was looking for. That this massive 8-pronged, weird-handled... Well, it doesn't even have a handle, just like connected crown thing for like a giant, was actually part of a scepter. Which was known to basically be both a +3 maul as well as a +3 clerical focus.
Jesus.
Yes.
That's some Chad shit right there.
Mm-hmm. Moreover, that this item has a direct connection to the Blazing Star itself. A literal god weapon. This is bad news. First of all, it's fine in Maelstrom right now, because no one's going after it. But if word gets out that they have half of it, other people are going to start looking for the other half. And now that a avatar, the Herald, as she's known, that you have fought before, is out in the world, also working for the Blazing Star, they're gonna try to probably gonna try to make this weapon whole again. If they do that, that's gonna fucking suck. You guys don't want to use this item because it's gonna connect you directly to a god who is your enemy. So this is kind of a seal it away and deny it from the enemy kind of quest, where we are now going to look for the other half. More details to that will follow, but that's what you need to know right now.
Man, what an anti-quest. Stop the magic item from becoming complete.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we just finished, excuse me, making a magic item. So.
True. Now it's
Time to
time to
stop
do
one.
the reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that comes from the exchange of Runt, the character, to Prince Maelstrom. They don't give you the item, but they give you knowledge about the other half of the item. Tell me when you guys are ready for me to move on. There's only one more, like, real big quest that you guys have unlocked. Recently,
Okay.
too.
After this next quest, I do need to take a really quick break, if that's okay.
Yeah. I will speed us up here, then. Arvo has a quest. Since the song can't be completed, he has been looking at this flower crown that Ozark, while distracted, did not notice his granddaughter steal. She just took the flower crown. She's been reading the reports you guys have been writing up. Of course she would. Anything connected to the Ulathaean, she's taking it in. And one creature character that keeps coming up is this flower mage. This guy who just has a bunch of flowers around him at all times, who literally, like, was an apparition for Nav while he was having his little hallucinogenic trip next to the world pillar. And obviously, this crown made of flowers in an Ulathaean shrine dedicated to Erithil, well, it had to be connected. So she swiped it. Ozark, if he's paying attention, hasn't noticed it gone missing yet. And they legend lored it. Out of their own pocket. No one had to pay a dime except for them. Arvo, however, kind of brings this to Yugu's attention. That, well, legend lore usually tells you, like, how the item was made, and, like, who wore it in a past life, and an event that occurred with it. Instead, there came a message. Like a literal telepathic, like, voice that just came into their heads that was just audible. Everyone could hear it around. Yes. Who's ready to type a bunch of words?
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's not that many.
BPM.
My BPM probe. My parsing.
The dawn of a new age requires a herald, and the one to guide them. If champion be found, or task you are compelled to complete, descend below to the Garden of Spring. There my vestment shall be found, and all you must do is seek my staff. It's a riddle puzzle.
Head to the Temple of the Spring. There my champion will be found? Or...
My vestments shall be found, and then seek out my staff, or something.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat real quick. The dawn of a new age requires a herald and a one to guide them. If champion be found or task you are compelled to meet, head to the Temple of the Spring. There my vestments shall be found, and seek my staff.
Descend below to the Garden of Spring, not Temple.
Okay.
But yes,
And
you got the main gist. Yeah. And you know, that's kind of curious. Like, how many gardens do we actually know that are below the earth? And, like, spring was, like, capitalized in everybody's minds. So they're like, here comes some Fey bullshit. These are the quests that your team has unlocked for everybody. So, congratulations.
Woo! Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright, cool. Why don't we all take a break? We're about to hit our hour mark.
Yeah.
Give us just 1 sec, guys. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. Welcome back to the John Cast with Orion and Gibby. Yugu, you're technically the only character right now, so we're just gonna have a big spotlight for you, which is why we're calling this the John Cast. So, Yugu, you have, I mean, as much downtime as it takes for them to find replacements for your squad. So what would you like to do?
Well, the last time I had free time here in Tulls, I ran off into the woods. I had someone guide me to make sure I avoided especially dangerous places.
Mm-hmm.
After leveling, I took this neat spell called Hallucinatory Terrain. So I want to hike off, take my rations, the water well, a few hours that direction, and then I'll go ahead and link the spell. If you recall, when I was in the Tower of Hephaestus, after escaping the mini bunker that was supposed to resemble my home, I came upon a big empty field.
Yeah.
That had nothing in it except for a old folks' home. I forget what we called it. Maybe it's in my notes somewhere.
The old folk, I think some, like, Kushim named it something really dumb.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I want it to be that place, right? This just barren, empty field. But instead of where the house was, because I don't think I can make structures, just a burnt out spot. Just a black, burned area. Nice. I want to sit there in the center and call upon Shade to see if he shows up.
I'm reading the spell for the first time. It looks beautiful.
It is a great illusion spell. Tama, I don't know if you would love it, but it's an illusion spell, so clearly.
You make natural terrain in a 150 cube in a range look, sound, and smell like some other sort of natural terrain. Thus, open fields or a road can be made to resemble a swamp, hill, crevasse, or some other difficult or impassable terrain. A pond can be made to seem like a grassy meadow, a precipice like a gentle slope, or a rock-strewn gully like a wide and smooth road. Manufactured structures, equipment, and creatures within the area aren't changed in appearance. So this only works on like natural stuff, so you can do this to a house, but you can do it around the house.
Yeah, I can make a hill with the house poking through it.
Oh, that's so fucking neat. If somebody did like Galder's Tower, you could like set up this fucking trench work lava moat, basically.
Yeah, around it. It would be fake, but everyone would think it's there.
It's true. The tactile characteristics of the terrain, blah blah blah. So creatures entering the area are likely to see through the illusion. If a difference isn't obvious by touch, a creature carefully examining the illusion can make a check against your DC to disbelieve. A creature who discerns the illusion for what it is sees it as vague image superimposed on the terrain. Oh god. That would be a mindfuck right 3D there.
3D goggles, like what the fuck?
It's just like, I see this like bush, but I also see this like grass over it. Like, what? So you go to the forest where these thick, tall pine trees are. You clap your hand, you conjure this image in your mind, and then you cast it out. And without any hiccup or error to your plan, the trees begin to fade away. Do you see through the image? I assume you do.
I assume I can choose to, because it's my spell. I don't know exactly about that.
Yeah, you make this beautiful looking meadowy like field that is like hemmed like 75 feet in each direction of like the edges, just with more fucking just dense heavy forest. But in this big square like field, as if someone lawnmowered the terrain in like a Sims or God game, you have changed this entire place. And you wanted there to be a burned out house on it. That's at least worth 25 GP. You can do that with your other thing. Oh no, it can only be large, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to be a black burnt spot. I know I couldn't actually make a house there,
Yeah.
but at least a burnt area.
You can make a burnt area for sure. As if a fire sprung out, cleared this section of the forest, and then life returned without any fucking saplings at all, and left the scorch mark there. You have created the perfect image. And then you call Shade?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need his powers.
Let's see if Shade is occupied. It's a busy time for Shade. We got people in the Isles of Flavor in a spy mission. We got
That's right. That's happening around now.
all sorts of things going on. It takes him maybe like 10 minutes, which is a long response time for Shade, who just teleports into your periphery almost instantly. And he quickly pops up and says, "What? What do you want?"
Yeah, sorry to take your time, but, you are very powerful, from what I know, and
What?
I have a few questions for you.
Okay. Can you
Uh,
speed it up?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I know you know about Ozark and he's taking our stuff. I have a feeling the Ozarks have been kind of avoiding the task forces. Could you be a darling and tell me who has informed Ozark of what I am doing?
No.
I did not think so. Well, I
You
wanted...
don't even offer me a bribe? What's going on? Like, you just want me to give you free shit? Fuck you.
Dear, I am poor, but do you see around me this beautiful field? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the last time I was here, it was because the greatest evil of the last age had brought me here to slay innocent lives. And I was wondering, you know, it's crazy how powerful people become so quickly. And to me, I think you are very powerful. I think maybe there is a great evil of this age, and I might need your help to get rid of it.
What?
You, my friend,
Are you gonna betray the tyrant, too?
Do you think he is the greatest evil of this age?
No?
Then no.
I don't know what you're implying, Yu-Yu. Can you be more direct?
I think that our friend Ozark might be a great evil. And if not him, maybe something he knows, a friend of his, a lich, perhaps. These gods return to empower the mortals. Obviously, they will make other godlings, powerful creatures. I just want to know if any of them are among us, yeah?
I've spent far too long in actual Ozark's head, before he made the simulacrum, to deal with whatever sort of misconception you have. He is an insane wizard. Yes. But he's not the ultimate, evil.
And do you know who the ultimate evil is?
Not him.
Well, I do not know who they are either, but you seem to be able to keep track of many things for many hours, for any day, is what it seems like.
It sure does seem that way, huh?
Please let me know if you come across any great evils, please.
Okay. And he vanishes in your periphery. Did you believe him, Yugu?
None of it, or not most of it.
Then what was the point of asking him?
Because he can see through our eyes, John. He
True.
knows what everyone knows, I think.
Maybe. No one's ever really asked him.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what this was for. I want to know exactly how strong Shade is.
Damn.
Because, yeah, it does seem like every time I go,
I think you're
hey,
gonna.
yo, Shade, bull up, he just shows
Yugu
up.
is going to have a very hard time figuring out how powerful people are just by going up to them and saying, "Hey, how powerful are you?"
You know, that's very true.
I mean, I'm not gonna go up to people and be like, "Hey, fight me, bro." That seems like a
That's
bad
what
way to
Matt
figure out how
does.
strong
That's basically
someone
what you did, just without the violence.
is. Yeah.
Hey, can
Maybe
you
they
just
wanna
tell me
know.
everything you know? Just real quick?
Eventually, John, it'll
Yeah,
work.
It'll
I'll
work.
come up to someone and go, "Hey, how strong are you?" And they go ninth circle, and then I'll fuck off.
True. Okay. Well, that was your first half of a day, really? I mean, you just walked like 4 miles outside of town. So is there anything else you want to do? You literally have a week of downtime here, if not
Okay.
more.
Like, I want to learn all the ritual spells that
Oh, shit.
fucking
Click,
Orion, Mika, I guess, had.
click, your ritual caster thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad they told you in advance that they were switching characters. So you could take this feature. As I think you're gonna be the only spellcaster pretty soon.
That's why I took it, baby. I went, man, I would love to have +2 charisma, but fuck,
Alright.
we don't have a tiny box. I need that.
Tiny box, please.
How can we survive without the tiny box, John? It's half as fair. My box.
That and like identify, maybe.
True.
That
Identify
sounds
is pretty good. Comprehend languages is
Yeah.
Hey, can you guess what 2 first-level spells I took off of Ritual Caster?
Find familiar, definitely. To piss me off.
Oh, please say you did.
No, identify and comprehend languages.
A godly pick. Okay. If you come across a spell in written form, which there are, such as a magical spell scroll or a wizard spell book. Well, we know Meager don't have one of those now, do we?
Well, no, I have one specifically of Tiny Hut.
Oh shit, that's right.
It's like
I have a
all that was
page
in
of-
his book.
Yeah.
One he does have.
That and in my,
Alright, so
fourth level
Meager goes
spells.
off to start making a new spell book, and you're like, hey, you don't need this one, do you? And you just rip the pages out.
You're good.
So
Oh,
Meager
you're such a dear
wants
friend.
Tiny. Oh, fuck. That's so fucking funny. Okay.
Just another 2 days maximum
True.
to write it
does-
again.
It costs money usually to add spells, and unless I'm taking from the party fund, I have 0 gold on me.
You
Absolutely
better
0. Unless I can
Yugu,
use
you're
my
the only one
pay.
with access to the party fund. It's your money now.
Oh my god! I'm robbing the whole party. Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. What are they gonna do with it? Put it up into like a big group fund in the auction log in our Discord so that someone can go get more magical. Okay, I'm done
That
plugging
after
that.
I robbed the party.
I robbed the party, which is myself.
Hang on. Now I need to. Really, the only spell other than identify and comprehend languages was Tiny Hut.
Okay.
It's a 4th level spell, right? 3rd level.
It's a 3rd, I believe.
Yeah, 3rd.
Okay. Can you roll me? Can you tell me your charisma score real quick? Is it like 17, 18? 18. Can you please roll me a 1d100? Just don't roll above like an 85 or 90.
Oh, no problem.
Ooh.
Very close. You can definitely learn this spell. Now all we need to do is see you roll 3d2. Just to see how long it takes you to learn the full
Ouch.
6 day. You know, it makes
Well,
sense.
John,
like,
you know
this
what
is
I'm
your
doing.
first complicated ritual spell. It makes sense, right?
I mean,
2,
other than
4.
this, I've never had to learn spells.
They just
True.
kind of happened.
We just adventure. I go, oh, that's cool. I should learn how to do that. And then I do it. And I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta write it
Okay.
down and study.
He
This
sings a
is
song,
weird.
he rhymes a dime, and then he learns a spell.
I go, "Biddy-doo-biddy-doo-doo," and then magic happens. But
Indeed. And as a charisma person or a learned spells kind of guy, you will have plenty of downtime during this thing, and I just want to get all of your roleplay out of the way for these next 6 days so we can bring in some new characters.
Oh my
yeah, other
god.
than-
Who do you want to talk to? What's your plan here? What's the next step for the Discovery team, Yugu? You're the king of it now.
Honestly, when I do have a chance to, I want to waste my second level spells to try and scam people out of, what is it, 160 GP worth of items, right?
What?
I want to use
What?
my bard, what is it?
You want to commit
And-
fraud!
Yes, I want to give people items
gonna-
that will disappear and
You know
Oh,
you're
he's
not
gonna
the
commit-
only one in the world who commits fraud, right?
He's gonna commit tax fraud.
Everybody knows that magic exists.
this.
But John, it's so
Okay.
convincing.
You're a very easily identifiable red lizard man.
Fuck. You're telling me I can't go to someone with a block of iron and go, buy this? They won't buy it from me?
This isn't Skyrim, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah. This would work on like an idiot peasant in the Middle Ages, for sure. But you live in a modern city where magic is openly known about. And the police are indeed quite clever. This ain't no, like, CR 1/8 guard you're dealing with, Chief.
This is a
Damn.
city of hunters, by the way.
Not all of them are hunters.
No, but you know.
None of them
it's-
are hunters. But they're all at least level 5.
Okay.
They have 2 attacks.
Oh shit.
Wow.
They're almost as powerful as us.
Yeah, I do
Almost.
want to spend some time at least reading over the letters that was sent to me from people like,
Okay.
yeah, Ozark fucking blasted me with missiles, or he stole my thing, and just like
Yeah.
get a list of like, okay, these are the grievances, people are blasted.
Yeah, one of the biggest ones, and like the most complained about, aside from getting like randomly just magic missiled in the back when you really you're reading it and it's like, so I was just minding my own business in the middle of the hallway at the dead of night and just shouted into the hallway, magic missile sucks, right? Trying to tempt fate and practice my reaction to shield. When a greater invisible fucking Ozark magic missiled me in the back and I couldn't react in time. So that one happened like twice or so. Different variations of it.
Of
and-
course.
I wonder who that happened to.
Yeah, I wonder. And then there is the the great theft of one of the political team members' swords. Apparently they had stumbled into like a ego blade, and then, you know, like a +3 long sword, that, you know, apparently was super good at killing vampires or something. And Ozark, like, saw that and then fucking nabbed it and hid it somewhere before any, like, the political team could get it or use it, which pissed them off considerably. Speaking of, the political team was here until, like, around the 7th, and then they took off into the woods. They were not deployed for anything officially. They're kind of going rogue right now, or on a sabbatical through the forest. Which
good for
is a
them.
little worrisome, just a tiny bit. It's like, what would you do if a squad of, like, really well-armed soldiers just left their, like, city and garrison?
Oh yeah.
That should be fine, right? This should be
Yeah.
fine.
It's probably
It's not the
fine.
raid team. Everything
It's
Yeah.
bad
true.
happens to
It's
the raid
not
team.
the raid
It's
team.
not the raid team. Ugh.
I guess I'm always interested in helping my good friend Arvel, especially teaching me the UI and
Mm-hmm.
all these things. I'll go, and I do not want to talk with his granddaughter. That
You don't
she-devil.
want to talk with Irithyll? She's got a whip.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
barbed. It's basically like rusty, chain link fence that she carved out.
Damn, metal
Yeah.
as fuck.
Wow.
I will
Not
find
barbed wire,
Arvel's
just
apprentice.
chain link fence.
Just chain link.
All right. You go to Arvo. You have been meeting with him and his musicians for a little while. They greet you.
Yeah, hello. I'm sorry I came not at a regular practice, but I heard the crown that made you crazy.
That
Something is
made
looking
me
for it.
crazy.
No, made the people who put it on crazy.
Did it?
Well, from what I heard, it was a trip and a half.
Mm.
I do not have any idea where this temple is. Do you have any clues? At least generally, underground seems it could be anywhere.
Yes, we have some thoughts. The political team and the raid team both have two separate areas relating to Spring Fae. We have pieced that Alcazan, beneath its citadel, has a subterranean, weird, illusionary jungle thing that could be connected to what we assume maybe could be this garden. It's not like we know too many secrets, and I'm not going to make the trip over there to investigate. Then there is all the way to the east, known as Ariel and Quellathor. Apparently Quellathor has a keep as well that is owned by a actual Fae who is materialized in the world and is leading her forces against a boar mushroom menace up there that infests Moolah.
And these are the only two Fae creatures
That we know of. That
Yeah,
teams
okay.
like yourself have run into and reported.
Seems like a good place to start. At least maybe could ask them about this garden as well.
Sure. I'm not allowed to deploy any of you, so whatever you do is going to be on your own.
Well, from what I hear, the tyrant is missing. Maybe taking a sabbatical, a vacation of some
Well,
sort.
he's somewhere in the city, otherwise people would be dropping dead left and right.
Oh. Well, whatever he is doing, I'm sure he is the one who needs to do it.
He shrugs. Well, he can't shrug. He doesn't have enough muscle to shrug. He stares at you.
Well, I will be back when I can for more practice. I do love the instrument. I wish I could take it with me, honestly. But I'll leave it here with you. So, don't die yet.
I can't, he tells you. And then you leave with his... he's an old, ancient creature bound to a metal chair, barely alive. More skin and bone than anything else.
Yeah, honestly, every time I see him, I think he is a lich. And I'm like, I don't know why this guy talks about dying like he could.
He wants to. You head back throughout this well, back and forth between your room, doing other things, getting everything ready. But, Yugu, as the 15th draws to a close, you learn your spell. There comes a knocking at your door. Knock, 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 knock.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, yeah, if you're here because of Ozark, just leave your complaint, or here, I'll open the door.
Yeah, it's Lady Grazilia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
This witch stares at you and says, "What?"
Ah, you know, some people have been, mad about Ozark and what he's been doing. So I've been taking complaints from them so we can have a therapy group. Yeah?
Are you unionizing?
Maybe after this.
Contracted
That's a good idea.
mercenary soldiers are unionizing beneath my nose. You get the fuck out of your room. You need to come meet your new teammates.
I'll follow her.
You follow her. She just mutters under her breath, "What the fuck is going on?"
Union.
What a
These stupid fucking...
This ship needs to be shimmied up. Needs to be... It's unbelievable. She lets out a sigh as she takes you to the snack room. The most beautiful room in the world, where two people have seemingly already known each other for quite some time and are chatting. What are you guys chatting about?
Yes. So as I was saying, the best place to get a beef steak is, of course, Toast. It is one of the, and he flexes, reasons why I came here. It's because the food here is just so delightful.
Really, I did not know that. I just came here just because. But yeah, definitely sounds delightful. I would love to try it with you one time.
The man who is flexing is rather tall, probably around, edging 5 or 6 feet, maybe just below that, maybe just above. Tall.
Like quite tall is 6 feet.
6 feet is
But,
very short for tall people, Gibby.
Hang on, I think my camera's dead.
Your camera
So you're just
is
gonna have
dead.
to.
Oh, you have
Okay, so well, I have to go soon anyway. So just imagine I'm waving my arms and I'm flexing the entire time. But he is rather well dressed. He has a bow tie on his front. He has a rather odd grin. He has a monocle on his right eye, and he just has like this great axe next to him. It's just like the blade is like sitting on the floor, like, it's almost like a walking stick kind of, as he's holding the hilt next to him. And he just turns around as he hears you and Lady Grazilia coming in, and he goes, "Well, look, it seems we have new friends arriving."
Ryan, why don't you describe your
yes.
character?
My character is a 7'3".
What?
That's tall.
Yeah, he's tall.
You need to shorten it down a bit, bud. Yours not size large.
That is size medium still.
I don't care.
Okay,
so
You're
he's
either a beanpole that's just like straight standing.
A 6'11".
This beanpole looking guy. Unbelievable.
With dark skin, his hair come up in a bun, and then glasses kind of hanging on, as almost like goggles, and like put on over their ears, and like kind of like strapped into it as if it's being pulled back by the ears, pretty tight, around their face. They're not the thinnest person, a little bit hefty.
Orion, your mic is cutting out quite a bit. I don't know if anybody else hears this, but he's becoming a robot on my end.
It's a
Uh-oh.
little body.
It's a little bit, yeah.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto, come on.
Yeah. It's
That
robot
sucks.
time.
Stop downloading
Uh-oh.
so much horse porn. Alright.
I'm not. Not today.
It's not horse, it's something else today. God.
God, John, how could you be so insensitive?
Bodybuilder porn, clearly.
Exactly.
Beanpole porn. Okay.
He looks like he would have a powerful build if he was stronger, but
Yeah.
mostly it's fat.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, you're a bugbear.
yeah.
I thought you were going variant human like everybody else.
No, that's why I'm so tall.
Oh, okay.
I'm-
Now it makes sense.
My arms kind of almost drag to the floor
Oh my
in
god.
in terms of just length.
He's like a primate.
Yeah. Or a Digimon.
Yeah. And besides that, he kind of looks humanoid.
I'd hope
Human,
so.
like the best case. Yeah. Some patches of fur seems to kind of like come out here and there on his body, but otherwise there's no real indication besides the size and the arms that he's a mutant,
We call them demi-humans here.
demi-human.
You are having this conversation and turn around to see Lady Grasilia and Yugu walk in. Nav still missing, apparently, but you both have heard tales of this armored warrior who almost one-shot an angel that materialized. Surely he has, like, big muscles. See, I preemptively put Rip over Gibby's camera, so I don't know if he's actually here or not.
I'm still here.
Okay.
I've got like 5 more minutes. I can finish introductions.
Yes, please do.
Cool.
Lady Grasilia greets you all and says, "Ah, yes. Beef stir-fry and mirth. This is Yugu."
He
Hello.
flexes, bringing both his arms in over his chest and it says, Beef Swillington, the first, at your service. It is a pleasure.
Mirthmore Muskrat. It's hard to pronounce even for me. I didn't choose it.
So, you two are very different than my last friends. Oh my goodness. Do you mind? Can I, like, touch both of you? Is that okay?
He puts he takes
Please.
he literally starts rolling up his sleeve, and you see just big bulging muscles on his arms. It says, "By all means, friend, see my display of manliness, and you too shall become a man."
I'll put out my hand, already reaching you.
Jeez.
Right handshake.
With his other hand, he gives you a handshake while he flexes with the other.
What is your strength? Beef Swellington.
Mine is 16, I think.
Oh my god.
If I was level 8, it would be 18. But I have 20 constitution,
Oh,
Jeez.
okay. Jeez.
which is what it's all like muscle mass and strength.
That's fair. He may not know how to
should ask
use the
mine.
strength he has perfectly, but holy fuck.
Should ask my strength.
You have 115 hit points?
I'd have 13 more if I was level 8. But I already calculated it. I would have, and that because it includes what I rolled plus my con modifier.
Oh, you
plus
have tough.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so a minimum that I get, if I were to roll a 1, I would get 8 hit points every level. If I were to roll a 1.
Yeah.
I could get 8 hit points if I roll, like, above average.
And I rolled 12 a couple of times, so I have
Jesus.
the lowest I rolled was a 5 on my hit points.
Why don't you all just go ahead and roll me d20s real quick, as Yugu begins feeling up Mirth's long-ass arms and Beef Swellington's bulging muscles.
I'm squishy.
All right, this is the most like
Oh, it's
analytical inspection ever. There is no sexual tension at all. And Lady Grasilia goes to go and sit in the tyrant's chair and begin to debrief you. But I think Beef Swellington at that point will just mentally check out because he's not here to plan. Let's be real, guys.
He has 9 intelligence. He will simply say with a final statement, "If you need me to teach you how to be a man and take the path of the swole, by all means, friend, come to Beef." And then he's just gonna stand like a few feet off to the side and just flex the entire time.
Okay.
And this is where I will take my leave.
All right, cool. We're going to go on a quick break one more time to change out cameras. And when we come back, we'll decide on our next mission, do any final downtime before setting out, because I want you guys on the move again. I don't want you guys to sit through August.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back. Hello, everybody. We are back with our 2 teammates remaining. Boys, how's it feel to be
John cast.
in the John cast?
Yeah, I feel very humbled.
Yeah. Good.
Wish
We
there
are-
were more Johns, but
I do
what
too.
can you do?
Why do you have to make me sad? All right.
Legally change your name to John. Right quick.
I should have
I'll
done
change it right
that.
now.
You two, I should say, are now in the middle of discussions. What would you like to do to pursue as a quest? And whatever you two decide is what your team will go for. Because they have elected not to show up.
My pitch. I love Arvel, my friend. Mirth looks like a fey creature, probably. So,
What does that mean?
hunt down the fey.
But sure, yeah, I agree. I would love to like meet Faye and see if my body matches up to their magic.
Oh, I thought your body was magical. Like, how do your elbows work?
He has 4 different elbow joints. Holy shit.
Magical key in my body circulates. That's how it works.
Oh, I have a key too. It is magical, yeah. But it doesn't...
Different type of key, but same idea. It unlocks my potential.
Huh. Is this the... Swole manliness? Your
He's a
beef
monk,
buddy?
Yugu. Haven't you heard tales of Chad?
Yeah. The guy who stuns stuff, right?
Yeah, that's him. And she just points to Mirth.
Okay.
I do that, but I'm also a healer, and a harmer.
Okay. Nobody believes you, Mirth. You're a monk. We all know. Everyone in Tulsa knows what monks do. They stun people. They just stab people in the neck with 2 fingers and knock them into a paralyzed state for a little while.
People say Vulcan something.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, you have decided on your outing, have you?
Yeah, I think we are going to Alcazan because we are like allies with them. Talk to some lady in a magical grove to see what she knows about this garden underground.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Make sure to wear your seaweed blindfold whenever you go in. Don't look at Governor
Do what?
Moore. What do you mean, what? You're just gonna
Why-
walk in to a dryad's lair and not expect to be charmed?
Oh. Honestly,
Well,
I guess I did not think about what the Fae would do to us. Just that, like, we are nice people, so they should be nice back.
Moru's not a fae.
Oh,
She's a dryad.
okay. But
She's
then
like
she
a
knows
plant
some
person.
Fae. Like, well, at
Not
least-
so what she has told us, no.
Oh.
then does she have a relation to? Did you say spring, Yugu?
Yeah. And I'll read out the poem.
Yeah. Lady Grasilia has no answers for the weird lore you now know of.
Well, yeah, that is why I was going to go talk to the Dryad lady. Because, like, the underground garden, spring, kind of nature-y. I just figured she probably knew a Fae or two.
Maybe. But if she is, she's keeping that hidden from us.
Oh.
I need you both, all 4 of you in the future, to know that Lady Moru is a vassal of ours, of the tyrant specifically. However, we give her as much independence as a vassal can possibly have to act and live as she wants without having any power over her government. Not that she had any anyway, but we would like our relationship to be amenable, seeing as she produces nearly all of our food. Along with is the reason Thorazor is now at peace with us. Or with them, technically.
So instead of accusing her of not knowing a Fae and not telling us, say, do you have any idea about this poem here? And the Mage of Flowers?
Potentially.
Okay.
Don't be idiots. We have a very poor history when it comes to diplomacy and our task forces, excuse me. I don't own you.
Okay, no problem. If I have to wear seaweed on my face and ask her very vague questions, so be it.
Indeed. Try not
Yeah.
to act
Okay.
like a hammer. Don't just go
Come on,
swinging
beefy
your...
boys. Let's go find the metal guy.
You go to find the metal guy. Lady Grasilia waves you all goodbye. You take off immediately. Assumedly, you will find Nav. And
Somewhere.
are you guys
Hopefully.
good as you are? I'm sure... See, now I'm kind of like hesitant because there's a lot of gear we just dropped off in the armory that some of you may want to be picking up here.
I want to also... I took this +1 spear as a just in case.
Yeah.
I do not want to be in melee of anything, and I probably couldn't throw it more than 20 feet anyway. So I will put that back into
Okay. I will add it to the armory in just a second. But if you guys are, like, already ready to go, we legit should call the session early. I know we're super early, but if there's, like... I don't want to progress without...
Half the party.
Yeah, and then we get, like, an hour into next session and be like, but John, I didn't have the opportunity to say I wanted to bring 39 plus 1 longswords.
Well,
Yeah.
Mirth, we have some free time. I can't seem to find my Metal Knight. He has fucked off. And your friend Beef, I think his brain stopped working.
He's just in,
Yeah,
like, muscle
he
spasms.
does that.
He's just locked himself.
Yeah, he didn't eat enough protein. No, he ate too much protein. That's what it was, and not enough vegetables. And so now he's locked up right now. So, is there anything we should take? Because I heard you guys have an armory, and I want to see what's in there.
Oh, yeah. I was going to give back this +1 spear I had. I'm not exactly a fighting type person. Just come. I'll show you.
I can use that.
Oh,
That's a monk weapon.
yeah. I'll just give it to him if he asks for it.
You give it to him.
Oh,
neat.
you know what? I'm a fool. You need your Lamau boots. Definitely someone left one.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's go there anyways and see what else we can take. I mean, yeah,
That's
take.
the armory. Yeah, we can take them. Yeah.
Hang on. I am...
Already liking this assignment.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So, we have a new month upon us. Please add, 60 Tulse bucks. Next up, we have... Okay. No, wait. 17 becomes 27. There we go. I'm checking out our healing potion thingamabobs. Okay.
Hey, we're gonna steal the healing potions again.
Nope. You no longer have Meager with you.
Yeah,
You don't get
you
first
are
picks.
in.
Okay. So, we have not too much, actually. We have a +1 dagger. This is locked to... what's his name? Among
Like
Us,
the
man.
amulet or something like that. I don't think I remember this.
No, there's no amulets at all.
Oh.
We can make +2 arrows for 105 GP each. We can make, we can have Arvo Legend Lore stuff for 450 GP. We can go to the Warehouse Shrine for 500 GP for potential past sight. We have 27 total common healing potions, each requiring 50 gold to make or recoup the cost of. We have 1 potion of greater healing, which has 300 gold pieces we can make. If you ever find a master crafter smith, you can make +1 flails and greatswords. The circlet of the Lotus Mage is with Arvo. The pike has been taken by Redacted. A suit of +1 plate mail has been taken by Thatch. The +1 half plate's been taken by Redacted. Mirth now has the +1 spear. The Sword of Destiny has been taken by Ozark. There are 39 +1 longswords, a +1 dagger, and 3 Ulathaean longswords that have finesse. There's also... Oh, okay. Here we go. We have a Cloak of Stealth advancement in Dim Light or Darkness. Yeah.
I could. Oh shit, that's here. I'll take that. Thank you and please.
Okay.
Assume raid team would use.
You think so?
The question on the range property on the spear. Because I also have +5 range from my
Range does not stack like that. No.
Okay. Then it's better to just take the dagger because it's also a plus a 1d6
It's a 1d4.
weapon in my hands.
It's a
1d6 because it's a
1d6.
monk weapon.
Oh, okay.
It just replaces the d4 with the d6 as
Okay.
monk.
You want to put the spear back?
Do that one instead. Yeah, I'll put the spear back so people
Okay.
who need.
Cool stuff.
And does the cloak weigh anything?
Put 3 pounds.
And I think because my gloves make me proficient with any weapon I have, I will carry a long sword. Again, I don't think I will ever use it, but there's 39 of them, so
Okay.
fuck it.
Keep it on your sheet, please. Alrighty. Any healing potions you guys want to buy, or any? Do you want to spend your money? People keep complaining about things that they don't have ways to spend their money, but we just listed like 4 things. So.
I mean, I don't know.
But John, I can't buy
Honestly-
fucking magical items. What the fuck, John?
I can't buy legendary item +5.
John, give me the +5. I have 2,000 gold.
How much healing potions does Nav have on him? If you could check, please and thank you.
I might. No, okay. Give me a sec. Navigator. You have... Oh, he has 1 greater healing potion. And that's it. He also has 900 silver pieces, apparently.
What? Sure. Good job, Nav. Keep that. You're
Oh.
balling out of control.
Fucking balling out, right? Oh, he's got a gray stone giant potion.
Damn,
Alright.
we still have that?
True.
Can
got
I
his
buy a
war
healer's kit
Yeah, you can
with
buy
10
it.
plus bucks?
Yeah,
Okay.
Go for it.
How much would it cost?
the same as a normal healing kit.
Let me find
I don't know
how much
it
it
off
is.
the top of my head. John, what do you mean you don't memorize all the book? What the fuck?
Every
John!
item, at least in the base book. Can I get 3 healing potions?
Yeah.
And force Nav to carry 2 of those?
Sure. Give me a sec. I just
5.
exited all of my things.
So
Alright, you want him to have healing potions?
Yes. I'm gonna buy 3 of them. 1 on myself and 2 more on Nav. At least.
Okay.
yeah,
I just put 21.
I have the ability to heal people. Each day, actually.
Yeah, you know, I also can heal people, but if you're not there and I'm not there, I don't think Beefy Boy is much good of a healer. So, potions, everyone should have at least a couple, yeah?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's also why I bought a healer's kit, is just in case we run out of potions, then we need to stabilize someone's wounds, and their force field kind of breaks.
Yeah, you said you are a healer. You
Hmm?
proficient in the healing?
Yeah, I used to run a clinic, twice, 2 different cities.
Oh, wow.
I think I was pretty good at it.
Why isn't my shit saving? The fuck? Those Greaves are no longer there. In fact, the Ulathanes want them back.
What?
Yep, you've completed your mission.
Oh, they don't want little battle boots anymore?
Yeah, fuck you guys.
What?
Yeah,
We,
I thought we was tight, Arville. Man.
sure. Those
You
aren't
can
gifts,
Google?
though.
They still want you
Oh.
to perform for them, right?
Yeah, but
Eventually.
that doesn't need to be on an airship.
Or it
Oh, true.
needs to be on an airship. On the mast? How badass would that be?
Nah, fuck you. Give me your Lamau boots, son.
I give them up, my Lamau boots.
Give me your Lamau boots, son. You weren't even using them anyway.
Lamau.
Okay.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
I don't really want to spend a lot of money on the backstory box. So
Okay.
I think that's all we have, right? Unless you want some more shopping to do. Russ?
I don't mind. Whatever you guys want to do.
Oh, sweet! There's magic mushrooms. Do you want to get really high from these magic mushrooms in the party
Fucking
loot?
Mert just fucking blasts off. That's what he
You
fucking
know,
does.
okay, friend. I can also make you some cocaine if you want. We can.
Oh, the
fucking-
hard stuff. I don't know about that. It's good for medicine, but not anything else for me.
Oh, okay. You know, whatever. We have a week, right? I'll take a magic mushroom and then make a lot of them.
No, I want you guys to leave like tomorrow. You don't have a week. No way.
We spend the rest of the day high as all hell.
Okay. You get blasted off knockoff psilocybin, imbuing the fungus among us, as it were. And
Now
on the
I know what to
16th,
ask the dryad, man.
you guys will set out on your adventure. But I suppose that will be it for us for today. A hour shorter than usual, unfortunately. But I don't want to run us through content or go even farther down the calendar now that we're at day 16.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mr. Underground just threw out taking a bullshit trip to the City of Pumpkins, but I don't know how much that would push your calendar.
That would be like next month.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of choosing a quest is to choose a quest and go for it. Also, you should have said you want to go to the City of the Pumpkins. Fuck. I'm gonna say we're gonna cut off here.
I don't really want to be fair, but just as
yeah.
bullshit to do bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that though. City of Pumpkins. We're nuking that place next. All right, guys, we're gonna head on out then. And next week, when the team truly assembles, maybe we'll even have a fifth member. ...
Oh.
Whoa. If he would ever message me to fuck back. God damn it. All right. Say goodbye. Bye.
I don't die.
Don't die.
If you